For Eddie Lack, last year was somewhat of a learning curve.
Last year was a good year. I was a little bit up and down in the middle there, but I kind of found out what it takes to get out of a slump, and when you're not playing good, what it takes to get out of that and play better.
This year, Lack is focusing on one area he still needs to master before he graduates to the next level.
Middle of the year, I was a little bit too up and down, and I was maybe thinking a little bit too much about my game instead of just trusting myself and playing. And that's kind of the thing that I'm taking with me this year. Like, if I have a bad game, like, I don't need to miss any sleep about it. I just go on and move on to the next game.
The biggest thing with Eddie through last year and this year, he's got to be consistent. I think he struggled like every 5 games last year. Like, he'd have 4 good ones and 1 bad one. And he's got to get to the point where he's maybe struggling in 1 out of 10, and then because he's on the verge of playing in the NHL, and I think he'll eventually be an impact goalie in the NHL. He's that good. So I think the fact that he's getting the play down here, he's going to get lots of ice time, and if the NHL starts up again, he will be fighting for a spot. Hopefully, for our sake, he stays with us and plays a ton of games and prepares himself for the bigger picture of next year and his future career.
He has to learn how to compete back-to-back nights. He's got to know how to prepare himself for when he's tired, how to prepare himself, if it's with travel or if it's a different rink, so that he's just to go in and out, back and forth, knowing you're not playing the next night. Sometimes doesn't get the competitive edge in a goalie. Sometimes if you're not even on the right side of the score sheet and you're losing a game, he has to know that he's got to battle hard that night because he may be going back in the next night. And we're just trying to find, I think that find a balance there. I certainly think we're going to take 2 goaltenders to help us get to where we need to get to in the playoffs. But Eddie's got to learn what it takes to play multiple games.
Everything one plays off the other. I think if he gets stronger, leg-wise, hip-wise, and that's more off-ice stuff, that he gets stronger that way, then his consistency will play there, because I think he gets tired during a certain stretch of games, or if he's playing back-to-back games, and he has to learn to fight through it and be in that kind of shape for when he's called upon to play a bunch of games in a row. If he wants to be a number 1 in the NHL, he's got to be a number 1 in the American League, and that's what we're trying to get him to accomplish. Where again, having maybe struggling in 1 game out of 10 instead of 5, and the thing, Eddie's got all the tools. He just has to be consistent with it.
Shot redirected, kicked away by Lack. Outstanding stop there.
I think that he's starting to mature, and he recognized what to play in the NHL, that consistency is the biggest word that you hear about goaltending, and it isn't just winning a game and losing a game. You can play really well and lose, or play really well or play really bad and win. So it's about his game being solid every night. That like I said earlier, he makes the easy saves look easy, and he makes the hard saves look easy. And I think that when he gets a goal against, it's what he does that next chance or next opportunity that he faces. Does he stay and make sure that that he's solid on his feet? Is he good with his rebounds? Is he good with his puck play? And those are all things that he's kind of maturing at and getting strong at.
As more of a clear-cut number 1 goaltender this year, Eddie is shouldering additional pressure. And so far, he has proven himself accountable.
We usually go with the guy that looks good in practice and play good in games. So I really feel like I have to earn every start, and I don't want anything to be given to me, but I really want to earn it too. But of course, I want to be the guy that the team goes to when it's tough games, and just want to keep it rolling here.
For Eddie, it's the subjective parts of the game that are going to determine whether or not he makes the grade as a number 1 goalie in the National Hockey League.
You know what, he's a guy that just has to, I think it's more about his preparation. Once the game starts and once he's in there, he has good technique, he's got good athleticism, he's got a good attitude. But to me, for any young goaltender, it's what do you do in the morning of, what do you do in the night before? Where's your mind at? Are you a worrier? Are you a guy that thinks too much? Are you replaying every shot in your head from the night before and not concentrating on the next shot that's coming at you? Are you worrying about bad goals? Are you worrying about shutouts? Those are the things that, you know, that he's going to have to continue to just recognize mentally that it's, and that's usually what it is for these guys. It's usually the mental side just before they go to the NHL. They get their technique down, they get their skill set down. It's the mental part that gets them to the next level and keeps them at the next level.
I think hard work is the biggest talent you can get. Like, to be able to push yourself those extra percentage every day.
Lack's goals are firmly rooted in the present, and he's got a particular one in mind.
I would really love to win a championship. Like that's really what I'm looking for this year. And fortunately, we went out in the first round last year and second round the year before in Manitoba. So right now, I really feel like I've got what it takes to win a championship, and like that's really what I want to do this year.